Hey again, everyone. Jack of Faces here. Today we're doing Zac Efron, thanks to our friend Titania8375. Um, this one's for you, my friend. You requested it, so let's do it. So straight from the get-go, little disclaimer. So I had to Google this guy up because I saw, different pictures of him. They were like really different, complete transformation, and then I saw a recent one that where he's even more different. So I was like, what the hell is going on with this guy? That's not plastic surgery. Um, so apparently, uh, Zach had a sort of a jaw injury, like he suffered from a broken jaw, and he had to get it done, get it fixed. And the question that always pops up here is, well, does that affect his facial imprint, his like energetic imprint? And the answer to that always is yes, it does. It literally you change your face, you change something about your face, it literally affects your energy. It changes the type of person you are. So we're gonna get to this, but first, let's study the default imprint, and then let's do the deviations. All right. So with this guy, you you really get what you get. Um, I can tell you straight away, and okay, let me teach you guys this as well while we're at it. Okay, if you read any book about physiognomy or face reading that's been written in the past 20 or 30 years, they're gonna tell you all of them like in unison, universally say, if someone has a sort of addiction to altered states of consciousness or substances, they're gonna have like this little indent, like this little hole here by their eyes. This could not be farther from the truth. This could not be farther from the truth. Like, it's such BS. And I can tell you one thing about this guy for sure. And again, Hollywood people, you know, it's not like I'm making a wild guess here, but it's just very apparent from an early age. Hard drugs. This guy's been on hard drugs since I'm talking about. I'm not talking about weed or alcohol or anything like that. Although alcohol is also a possibility, but I'm talking hard drugs like the coke. This is a guy who does not have a lot of intellectual prowess, who has been through quite a few experiences in his teeny years. Obviously, and you bet that that smile has gotten him to places. You know, this is not a person who's gotten to where he is because of his prowess or expertise in a specific field. More so he's a willing guy. He's relatively hardworking, but obviously it's his looks and his photogenic nature that has kind of like skyrocketed him to a position of power and status. He's a relatively independent. I see quite a bit of independence. Both emotional and financial, material. He's you could say that he has a sort of a perfectionism. He's quite hard on himself. He's probably a dork, in many ways. He's not like this is a guy who I don't know, like probably like watches like American football or like baseball all the time, and just has like these weird um, fascinations. I'm not talking trash about people who watch these sports. All right, it's just a certain type of person, and this guy, you can tell he's just like he's a normie. He's a massive normie, even though he's found like huge success, and he's like a famous face and everything like that. That's the face of a normie. A guy who takes care of himself, has quite a bit of self-love. Over time, you can see that over time he's lost that little gullible nature that he's had, and he's kind of like really embraced the thing, the thing with ego. It's more like me type of thing, you know. In this picture, you can definitely see how he's little. He's really playing the role. He's a little bit full of himself. surprisingly like a reliable. He has a reliable aura as well. Um, but hey, I'll tell you what. If like I said, if Homelander from The Boys was an in real life character, it would be this guy. Like for sure. Um, for sure, 100, 110%. And this is a big change. This is a very creepy change. This definitely, to me, this comes with a negative connotation. You know, um, this is a completely different person. Let's compare. Look at that. Completely different person. All right. That's really all I see. I really can't tell you anything more, my friend. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Um, I wish I could, but let me tell you something else, okay, about face reading. The most important thing about face reading is this, all right? Emotions that show up on the face are only emotions that have been worked through. So, the absence of something on a face, right? So, let's say the absence of like scars or the absence of little, like indentations or any type of like, other facial like features and elements, you know, that usually tells you more about a person than if he had many. So this guy, look, his face is perfect, nothing. So I see a lot of avoidance of emotion, internal turmoil. I see a lot because at his age, to have such a clean face, there's a lot of escapism. So this guy has a face of pure escapism. Like that's the one thing I can guarantee about this face. Um, Yeah, for sure. This is someone who does not want to face their own emotions. This is someone who does not want to, kind of like go within, you know, seek internal meanings and depths and spiritual, evolving. This is someone who like who never hides from the cameras, but and doesn't fear that, but fears looking into the very depths of his soul, and to like come face to face with, no pun intended, come face to face with, you know, what his real purpose is, and why he has incarnated in this life, into this life. So yeah, it's I see a bit of dirt as well. Um, like this thing is a sign of, it's a little bit of a sign of ravishment as well. You know, he probably likes, going down on women. Um, you know, not judging or anything like that, but he likes like more nasty, dirty, sexual stuff. Um, he's a little bit of a creep, you know, like over time, if you look at this transition, you know, he's become like this he's gone from like this cute, nice looking dude from that to, just creep. But he has become more emotionally, stable. Can't take that away from him. He's become more, more emotionally enduring, so he can take more, emotional, trouble, and maybe that will help him, face his fears a little bit and his anxieties and so on and so forth. I see a guy who's in escapism, who probably has, quite a bit of fears, who's definitely been addicted to hard drugs. You know, look in this picture, I still think he's using. You know, maybe the media is like, oh no, he's not. I still think he's using. So that's my prediction. You know, it's not 100% prediction. These things are never 100%, my friend. But my prediction is, over the next few years, and hopefully not. I don't wish this on him. Okay, just to get get that straight. You know, he's gonna relapse again. Because he already he already is, right? Yeah, that's Zac Efron for you. Face your fear, guys. You can have all the money in the world, but you can be a troubled soul. You can have the prettiest face ever. You can be a troubled soul. You have to face yourself. You have to, you know, go within and so on and so forth. There's a lesson in that. So yeah, don't run from your fears, because chances are, usually that's where your happiness is. So, and contentment. So yeah, that's it. Follow my Twitter at Jack of Faces. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like this video. Support this stuff. All right. I'll see you guys later.